Good morning, student. Today we see about the next topic, Unit 20, Breeding and Biotechnology. Introduction. India's population is likely to reach 1.7 billion by 2050. Current rate of India's food production will be able to meet only 59% of the country's food demand at that time. How can India feed 1.7 billion people by 2050? This can be made possible by only plant breeding or animal husbandry. What is plant breeding? Plant breeding is the art of developing economically important plants with superior quality, the greatest quality. That is greatest quality. This is called plant breeding. Then what is animal husbandry? Animal husbandry involves the breeding of animals, that is reproducing of animals. Breeding means reproducing. It aims at improving the genotype of animals to make them more useful to welfare of mankind. Understand that improve genotype. Okay. Then this emphasizes domestication and propagation of animals under controlled condition to enhance the food production and food quality. Understand? This domestication means the process of taming an animal and keeping it as a pet or on a farm. Okay. Then and propagation, increasing the reproduction capacity. Propagation means increasing the reproduction capacity. Okay. Then another breakthrough or turning point was the emergence of biotechnology as entity of modern biology. Okay, to develop the biotechnology is the main benefit, which paved way to develop advanced healthcare products. That is one thing. And another thing, diagnostic kits. If it is any other diseases is there, we will easily find out the disease. Okay, through these kits. Then food production to improve the quality of human life. Okay. Then next is modern agricultural practices and crop improvement. Modern agricultural practices are activities carried out to improve cultivation of plants. Okay, improve cultivation of plants. It includes first step, preparation of soil, then sowing, then application of manures and fertilizers, then proper irrigation, then production from weeds and pests, then harvesting, then threshing and storage. That is the steps of what? Agricultural practices. Okay, threshing is nothing but already we studied collection of grains from the main plant. Okay. Then the aim of crop improvement is to develop improved crop varieties possessing the crop should be higher yield crop and better quality, good quality need, then resistance to diseases and shorter duration. That is due to very short time they can produce or yielding crops or grains. Okay. Then next is green revolution. Green revolution is the process of increasing food production. That is the green revolution. Very important. How it is occurring? Through high yielding crop varieties and modern agricultural techniques in underdeveloped and developing nations. Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, an American agronomist, the father of Green Revolution, received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1970. In India, Dr. M. S. Swaminathan joined with Dr. Borlaug in bringing green revolution by introducing Mexican wheat varieties. This eventually increased wheat and rice production between 1960 and 2000. Okay. Dr. M. S. Swaminathan. Dr. Mankombu Sambasivan Swaminathan is an Indian scientist known for his leading role in India's Green Revolution. His research on potato, wheat, rice, and jute are well-known plant breeding experiments. Due to his effort, the wheat production increased from 12 million tons in 1960s to 70 million tons now. He is aptly called as the father of Indian Green Revolution. Next is breeding for high yield and better quality. Major challenging that India faced during post-independence period was having enough food production for growing population. Efforts were taken to develop high-yielding varieties of crops, leading to Green Revolution. Then, semi-dwarf varieties in wheat and rice. Sonalika and Kalyan Sona are semi-dwarf varieties of wheat developed from high-yielding semi-dwarf fertilizer responsive wheat varieties from Mexico, where it is farmed from Mexico. Then IR8, that is miracle rice, a high-yielding semi-dwarf rice variety developed by IRRI, International Rice Research Institute, in Philippines. Okay, in 1966, this was first introduced in Philippines and India. It was a hybrid of high-yielding rice variety, that is Pita from Indonesia and T. Jiao Gen, a dwarf variety from China. These two type of rice are crossed to make IR8. Okay, understand? Next is Dr. G. Namalwar, 1938 to 2013, was Tamil agricultural scientist, environmental activist, and organic farming expert. He founded Nammalwar Ecological Foundation for Farm Research and Global Food Security Trust. Okay, to create public awareness about benefits of organic farming. That is very important. That is Vanagam. Okay, N E okay F F R G F S T. Okay, that is Nammalwar Ecological Foundation for Farm Research and Global Food Security Trust. Okay, do you understand, student? Okay, thank you.